Welcome back. Since the breakup between the Yoruba actress and movie producer Toyin Ayemako and her ex, Seun Egbegbe, who called on Nollywood producers to boycott her in movies. And he went as far as threatening them if they ever put her in their movies. Hey. Toyin and Seun's relationship has played out since by the same social media. Things escalated for the two after he allegedly kidnapped and her phones from a movie set recently. To end things, Toyin Ayemako put out a public statement disassociating herself from him. What are your thoughts on this? You can call us on 070-806680, or you can tweet to us at TVC, and we'll read your tweets. TVC, that's TVC Connect. Right.
First line is to just say, thank God for matured exes that will just count their losses and move on. But there are some embittered exes, may God not let us have such, that will determine your career, what will happen in your future, as if they are God. Why?
Can I just beg you to please establish this? Because me, you know me, I don't do celebrity gossip.
Okay.
So please tell me what happened first.
Okay, the funny thing is, even if you don't want to know about this story and Marco's gist, it's in your face on social media. Hardly will you open any Instagram or Twitter page without hearing about them. What happened? She quarreled with her husband. And people had been alleging that she was dating this Seun Egbegbe guy, and they denied it for long. But once she left her husband's house, it now became, we're dating. One day, she posted a video of herself crying about a suicidal Nigerian comedian in the UK and telling him he's talented, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. And Seun Egbegbe said his friends called him that the woman you put at home is crying over another guy. So he went to the movie location that she was on and collected her phone, that you can't be embarrassing me like this in public. Now, he received a call from one of her friends on the movie location that they were coming to come and beg him to release the phones. He said no. The next thing he heard was that he had kidnapped her. He now said, this woman is driving my SUV. Why will I kidnap her? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, from that small fight, so things escalated. She got her phones back from him, denounced him. He had posted his pictures on her Instagram page. She deleted everything and apologized to the public that she should have listened not to date him in the first instance, denounced him and said, please don't associate me with him anymore. The next thing, the guy, he's a movie buff. Now put out to producers that this is not a threat. I am promising you that if you feature this woman in your movie, you are going to have problems with me.
What does he do?
A movie buff, as in, he's a movie promoter.
Okay.
He's, executive producers who fund movies and things. That's what he is.
So he will not even, if she's in their movies, he won't.
Don't bother coming to me at all.
Nima, I know you also read that story.
I know. In fact, I'm just hearing it. But when I heard you, introduce this story, I was like, excuse me, who is the ex again? Is it not Mr. Johnson?
High five.
Who is Mr. Johnson now?
You are the Abele Jayon. You are just roasting fish for
Mr. Johnson is Toyin's legal husband. They haven't divorced, although they're separated. This Seun Egbegbe is just the, what do you call them?
The Abele Jayon.
The
helper. Abele Jayon.
The adultery.
Okay, adultery.
Extremely, it's so scandalous.
Ridiculous story.
I mean, I'm just looking at your mouth.
We need to invite her.
No,
scandalous.
This was really interesting because when we wanted to talk about this story, it's the kind of power you give a man over your life. It's almost because this is a man that he feels he has that control. I mean, how would a man then say, want to stop you from doing your own work? Saying people should not bring in feature you. How do you get in a relationship?
This brings us to the point when we talk about how women make it in this industry.
Yes.
Do you really have to be tied to one underground, godfather who had, sponsored you and, you had also paid in kind? Do you understand? Because this man still did not allow this lady have a peaceful marriage. Yes. She broke that marriage and ended up in a relationship with him. Now he's threatening her entire life with her career.
Now there's always two sides to every story, because remember last week we had the story of MC Olomo with the whole, and he had come out to say that he never
Mariah, I've told you the two sides of the story.
Yeah. So we also need to hear his own side of the story.
No, his own side of the story now is that she mentioned that it was not her who put out the story about her being kidnapped by him, that he was her assistant. And he said to her, if you're not the one who did it, but you saw that this thing went viral, why did you not correct it? So he's saying that she's trying to damage his reputation. That's why he's now retaliating like this. That's his own story.
Now, so well, when we read this story, what I wanted to drive at really is why, first of all, you use social media to...
Oh, you are taking the words from my mouth.
Why do you use social media to wash your dirty linens out? It's very, it's a really sad story. Immaturity, and also, what kind of relationship do you have with the man such that he has that kind of control over you? That really bothered me. That how can everybody throw kind of threat to you? And why would you let social media... I mean, I find a problem with that, why people using social media to talk about their issues.
I think
it's really bothersome.
I just want to say, I think that we are losing our culture. What we stand for as Africans, we are losing it fast through this social media. Because all these celebrities fighting on social media, abusing themselves, it's not our culture. Africans, we fight internally.
We didn't have social media now.
We didn't have, but it is American people. You hear Kim Johnson, Abi Kim, Kim Johnson, Abi Kardashian, Abi Kim. They are all fighting. They are abusing themselves. It's American way of life, not African way of life.
I have this call from Ilupeju. Good morning. Are you there? Titi Layo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good
morning, madam. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I just want to contribute to the program.
Yes, madam, go ahead.
Okay, please. In my own view, I think women should be of high integrity. Yes, I am. I'm here. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
We can hear you.
I said we women should be of high integrity. She was legally married. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
She's delayed.
Hello?
Okay. She's delayed.
Continue.
Oh. What she was trying to say was that Toyin was legally married, and then you had a fight that you put on social media with your husband, and then you separated. I had a problem with that in the first instance. That as a legally married woman, even if you want to cut corners, can't you just keep it private? Do you understand? But Mariah asked two questions. I thought you were going to answer the question about social media.
I was talking about social media.
She answered the culture angle.
That is not our culture.
Yeah.
I was also going to mention that where a man would think that he has a right over you, we have a few people who maybe when they've achieved a little, they think that's where you hear, do you know who I am? We hear it a lot around here. People thinking that they've achieved a little. But I will go back to what happened in Nollywood when our marketers, who were just marketers doing pirated movies before, became the ones sponsoring the Nigerian movies, and they thought that people like RMD or Motola were getting paid too much and they wanted them boycotted from movies. Guess what? They only pushed them to their destinies. Because those people now started making their own videos. They now started producing for the cinemas, cutting out the marketers totally. Today, those marketers are now going back to pirating foreign movies because Nollywood has moved from them to the cinemas. So you cannot determine, if you say any Yoruba movie producer must not feature Toyin, guess what? She'll start doing soap opera. She'll start doing English movies, except people don't identify that she has a talent. But I blame her the most.
Yeah.
Even if she wanted to date that guy, she should have kept it private.
Jumoke, my own is that why will you be married in a relationship, have another man, and then still be...
No, this question should be why you have another man helping in your career before you get married and never let go, and then you...
Okay, let me take this call from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I really appreciate the program. I want to say hello to Yeni, Murayo, and Jumoke, and the other lady there.
Nima.
Good morning. I really appreciate the program. And I want to say maybe if it is possible, you can help us to increase your hours because these people, we are really enjoying it. And on that issue, I think it is very normal for a woman who is married to stay with her husband instead of going up and down. So that is what I want to advise the lady instead of
so man.
It has really caused a problem to her. In spite of the fact that the guy is trying to play God over her.
Thank you so much.
Husband will take her back now.
Yes. Thank you so much,
doing
Emmanuel.
very well in the movie industry.
Let's take
enviable relationship.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break. We want to bring in our celebrity because I even ask him what his thoughts are on this because this issue has gone viral. People are talking about it. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So we have Biodun Olopade, popularly known as MC Abe, as he's one of the top comedians who has remained on top of his game for years. He's a graduate of psychology from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. He's also an MC, presenter, and actor. It's so great to have you on the show, hello. MC Abe. So how have you been, MC Abe?
Awesome, it's been great.
Before you get into your career, you heard our gist about Tony Yoimako.
In fact, I was just laughing. I was like, oh goodness.
But did you read it on social media?
Yeah, I did. I mean, like she said, it's always on your face, and you can't escape it. It's always there. And funny enough, Tony.
Mama. I
don't see all these things.
I didn't say that, but it's always there. Tony, I anchored their wedding. Tony and Johnson.
Oh,
yeah, I anchored their wedding. In fact, they've been friends. They've been my friends for a long time. You know, when I heard the initial rumor that came up, you know, and later they came together. When I heard that, you know, I tried reaching out to them. I was like, guys, what's happening? But, you know, she wasn't picking up her phones, and she did it on purpose. You know, I was gonna really give her trouble, you know. And when I met her afterwards, she told me that she was actually, you know, dodging some numbers so people will not reach out. But later they came back together, and all of a sudden I heard that things fall apart and the center cannot hold. You know,
for me, I find it so difficult to believe that a woman can actually cheat on her husband. I always believe the best of women. I always believe that there's no way that no woman in her right mind would actually want to leave her husband.
No.
So
her husband never alleged that she cheated on him.
Yep.
Never.
So,
but he was the one apologizing when they finally split, that he offended her. People should beg her not abuse her.
That is
but people were saying marriage is not a relationship. He offended you, he has begged you, go back to him. And see what has now come out of
I mean,
that.
it's rough now. It's dirty now.
So
Very
maybe
dirty.
he still loves her. Maybe he will take her back. Let's pray for them.
I just take her because obviously he offended her. So maybe.
But she has now moved on to somebody else. It's for him to now take her back.
In Africa, you don't fight your husband, back to your boyfriend's house and then pack back.
I know, but
why that? I beg leave that one aside.
You fight your husband, back to your father's house, then they will come and swing back.
That's all right.
well, you know, this is. Well, the jet age, I mean, in space age or whatever.
Anyone.
So, maybe anything can happen. So let us just hope that
they can get back.
I really pray because I know that Johnson loves his wife.
Yeah, true. I think so too.
He does.
I think so.
You know, and maybe she has learned her lesson.
Yeah. Okay, coming back to you. I was looking for dirt on MC Abe. I looked, what controversy is there? But MC Abe is married.
My sin.
And he carries his wife in his heart wherever he goes. Yes. No controversies surrounding him at all.
Yep.
I created my own controversy.
Okay, let me hear you.
So you studied psychology in the University of Nnamdi Azikiwe in Oka.
Yeah.
You are a pastor.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Doing music.
When you really went so deep.
Inspirational speaker.
Yep.
Why are you confused?
I'm not confused. I believe for one that we are products of God first, and we are multi-talented. There are a lot of gifts and abilities that we have. And you have to understand the season that you are in to know which of your talents should be projected. And
so being a pastor is a talent?
No, it's a calling and it's a gift from God. Right. So when I was in school, I pastored the campus fellowship, which I pioneered under Word of Life Bible Church, yeah. It's Word of Life Campus Fellowship. I was there, and I did it well. And when I left school, I joined a friend that started a ministry then in Warri. I went to support him too. Then I was still looking for what should I do. So in that my moment of, okay, what next with my life, I said, okay, let me just be of assistance to him. And we were together at Great House Church in Warri. There for like 3 years, and it was wonderful. And in the midst of all that too, I was still doing comedy, right? Yeah, I was still doing. In fact, when I was in school, I had a music group, you know, called the Brothers, you know, and I was a leader there.
I need to ask you, which pays more, comedy or pastorship?
Well, I think everything you have pays. It depends on how you project and how you.
Really?
Yeah.
You worked also as a contractor in an oil company.
You are too good. You too pure. You went so far. Yeah, I did.
So how did you decide that comedy was paying more than oil company?
Okay, I think when I took that switch was still was doing comedy by the side. Or before I started comedy, I was working as a contractor to Shell under Vic Men. I was the health safety and HSC officer, and they're paying me well, and I had fought the call to do comedy. I'd fought it several times. My elder brother, the former Commissioner of Youth and Sports in the state, Bukola Okpade, he then was in London. He kept telling me, you have to do this thing. You are good at this. We know you. You have this thing. My friends in Warri too, they kept telling me, guy, what's wrong with you? You know, comedians then, the likes of Gordons, you know, like, guy, do this thing now. You see, I fought it. I told them that you guys are just stupid. How can you just stand up and make people laugh, and they'll laugh at you and you laugh at them? You are just stupid. I didn't see any sense. You know, I was like, no, I can't begin to go. I can't go and fool myself.
Okay.
You know, but the opportunity came when I think God was invited to anchor and perform at an event, and he couldn't make it, and he sent me. And I went there purposely. I went there late because I didn't really want to go. I reluctantly went.
But destiny
had to, you know, catch up on me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you reconcile both?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as a pastor, do you crack jokes when you are pastoring?
Yeah, when I was there, it was funny then, because when I was still doing that, yeah, jokes were coming.
As a pastor, you say, the Lord.
It doesn't come that way, but you know, when you're delivering your message, you use a whole lot of scenarios that are very hilarious, you know. And because it's natural with me, I say it, and you know, I'm passing out across my message, but they're still laughing. You know, I learned a lot from this pastor, Reverend Jesse Duplantis. I don't know if you know him. He is a pastor, and he does.
They will know him.
I've heard comedians say in the past that poverty brings out the talent in you. The fear of poverty brings out the talent in you. How true is this?
It's not for me. I always say that I didn't get into comedy because I was poor.
So you are rich.
By God's grace.
By God's grace.
I am. And physically
or spiritually?
Both. Both. Because
a Christian will never say that he is poor.
No. Look, my family background.
Will never say I'm sick. Go strong. Oh, she watch me.
You know.
Okay, that's our lingo, please.
Don't have issues with that too, but you know. But anyhow, but I have a very good family background. My dad, I mean,
he also worked in Shell.
Worked with Shell then, and we're living well, you know. So mine was a drive of passion, instead of poverty.
But you said that reading lots of books helps your comedy.
True.
Because your comedy is such that it's comparisons, humans against humans, books.
She really did research.
Tell us about
She came on the show today.
You just took me off guard. Well, it's good. That is the kind of comedy I do, and I learn to do more. Thanks to Alibaba, that when I moved into Lagos, but when I was moving to Lagos, it was the first friend I called. I said, bros, I'm coming to town. And he said, come. You know, leave Warri, they will just use you finish, and you will just drive for there. So when I moved in, I had to connect with him, and he taught me a lot of things. First, I went to his house. I just saw big place, like his books just full everywhere. Like, bros, what's happening? Is it for the community? He said, no, it's his personal library. I said, what? All kinds of books concerning anything you can think of. I was like, why? So he sat me down. He now said, you must learn how to think outside the box. You know, that there are humor everywhere. If you read wide, know a little about everything. Because you don't know where that demand will be called to what's the word called to play, yeah. You know, so it inspired me. We sat down, we were watching the Animal Kingdom documentary. I was like, bros, I mean, monkey was lion. And he gave me a good joke on what we were watching. I was like, whoa. So it inspired me. I said, well, then I had to now, go on with the drive. How
has it been with family? Yeah, putting all that together with the wife and the whole family.
It's been comedy. Awesome. It's been awesome. My wife, she's a very lovely, understanding lady. Thank God.
Always carrying her everywhere.
Thank God she accepted to marry me, because it was difficult then that I was looking for money. No, not money. I was looking for a lady to settle down with. Because I knew money will come. You know,
had the potential.
I knew that, and that was what I was sharing with ladies that I was asking out there. And I was saying, I mean, I always share my dreams that I'm going somewhere. This is what I'm going to be. I'm going to be someone great and all that. I don't have anything now, but if you tag along, I know we'll get there. You know, but and most of them they told me that. Yeah, they told me then. I said, when you wake up from your dream, you can go.
So in short, you have answered me that the money has come
by God's grace. But more, we pray more to come.
Your style of comedy is very unique. Compared to, like you said, Ali Baba was the mentor, but you have a style of comedy, you play around with words a lot, and I liked your generative professor and all that. What distinguishes you from others? Where do you get your own kind of, why did you choose to do something different from the rest?
Well, everybody should learn how to carve a niche for themselves. And looking into yourself, you see that there's something that stands you out amongst the crowd. And when you focus on that thing, focus brings good result at the end of the day. So I focused on that. I didn't know it was even a point to focus on initially until I met TA. And anytime we talk, I would just say some nasty words until oh God, this boy, you won't kill me. So TA now said we should start that program. Time out with TA. We're doing Rave of the Moment with the prof. And it's all unscripted. You don't give me a script to do that. You just tell me the topic we are dealing with. I start talking. And if you ask me what I said, I won't remember anything. I'll just tell you, record it.
Give me one Christian sermon with a joke inside.
That is a sermon. Sermon takes
a short one.
Okay, which one will I say? Okay, well, this is what I should say then about Peter. Telling Jesus, or Jesus told Peter to go get him chicken that they want to use for the supper, so that they can have fun together with the disciples. And Judas went out, was looking for the chicken, and finally bought the whole chicken from wherever I bought them from. Took out one leg and brought the chicken without a leg to Jesus. And Jesus said, "Well, how come I created chicken with 2 legs? How come this one is having 1 leg?" He said, the one you create for this area now, only 1 leg you get. Fortunately for him, rain was falling that day. Say, Jesus, if you doubt me, come outside. More we can't see the one in the outside. I see fowl outside. When the rain is falling, the guy just, with 1 leg. They say, see that guy, now only 1 leg. This area, now only 1 leg you create. Jesus, are you sure? So Jesus now took up a stone and just threw it at the fowl, and guy just stretched the other leg. He said, ha! So Jesus was just, and Peter was excited. He said, Jesus, now what for you? So miracle need even tire you. So everywhere you go now, miracle. You don't give chicken when get 1 leg, 2 leg now.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with MC Abby. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We have a video of MC Abi. Let's see if you can take a look at this.
C5 baby, chai, play foreign wish. See posing, and she struck a pose. Go toes, I'll try my luck. Can try my luck. Hey, hello babe, what's up?
How you doing, babe? I just feel like let me you know.
Are you trying to ask me where I'm headed?
Where is all is part of it. Where you are heading, I want to head there.
Okay, I think I understand. I'm just here waiting for a taxi to get somewhere.
Larry, excuse me, let me just answer this call. Hello, yeah. Okay, 50 billion. Yeah, the 50 billion naira we are going to share it. Just keep it. What of the 16? No problem, no problem. Now try as much as possible to bring the $3 million. Now from that $3 million, give 2 million. Excuse me, the other call is just came in. Million things, we talk million. Yeah. Yes. Now from the $3 million, with Femina, yes. Yes. No problem. It's the $3 billion. Drop one for those guests that help us. All those guests, yes. Give them 1 billion. 1 million, 1 million, yes. Okay. You want to discuss with him? It's on the other phone. Okay, you can have a conference discussion. Or you talk to each other, okay? I'll discuss the billion. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, you talk to him now. I want to put all of you on conference. You can now start talking. It's a conference call. It's a foreign way. This phone is a personalized gadget of a system of connection of interconnectivity. Yes, it's customized. They are discussing right now as we are speaking. Excuse me, hold on. Are you done? You are settled. Okay, yes, beautiful. Yeah. So, babe, how you doing? Where you want to head to? I like head. I like head.
Honestly, no.
Okay, sorry, another billion is calling me. This is another billion calling me. It's like my lifetime. I don't understand. You want to find? You don't find this thing. Hello, Dandy G. Dandy G, the goat. Oscar. We are here. I'm used to billions, like, $1 billion, not naira. We are up to, this is our character, we are, it is like billions, I want to head where you are heading to. Any head? Yes, I'm a head. Excuse me, please. Don't disturb me, I'm coming. It's Seka. Hey, okay, me.
Welcome back. Fantastic. Hey. That was very hilarious.
May I take two tweets? Blossom Precious says, big ups to MC Abe, one of the finest in the industry. God bless you, sir. Then Pearl says, so in principle, your friends determine what you will do. MC Abe seems like jack of all trades.
Let me ask you this question concerning the industry, because I'm very worried about where comedy is headed. We started with the stand-up, everybody doing their own shows. Now people are doing TV, they're doing little skits. Where are you guys driving to? Where exactly? We know comedy is here to stay, but what is the future? Where are we going concerning this?
I think there's a whole lot of things that can be achieved on the platform of comedy. And you just have to explore. There are a whole lot of things that we can do. We're just limited here just because we're already used to, or we're used to just stand up, and we think that's all about it, right? There are a lot of things. So, like you said, they're doing sitcoms now, they're doing skits, some are even doing animation, animation comedy and all that.
Let me take this call from Buddy. Buddy, are you there? Buddy? Hello? I think I missed that. Right. Okay.
I can't help but ask, Jumoke has talked about your relationship with your wife, that you have this loving relationship.
True.
Does it mean that because now you're a public person, that, you know, these your fans, you know, the ones that, you know, they are not in your face all the time.
No.
In her face,
They are. No, they are. That's why I said she's a very understanding lady, and she knows well, and I respect her. I know where to draw the line. My fans are my fans. They remain my fans. You know, they don't exceed that. My friends are my friends. So I know those are my friends. I know those are my fans. You know, and the place of my wife is uncontestable. So sometimes when we go out together, and you know, sometimes I see people come, oh hi, especially ladies, you know, I know they just want to farms. I know no problems. I give them that room, and she understands. She will just say, oh, come take picture. She will even call them, come and take picture now. Come take picture, and because she understands.
Let me take this call from
it's beautiful that way.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Adedoyin. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Adedoyin.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I want to commend the guy, your guest. I really like him.
Thank you so much, Doyin.
Please, can I quickly make a comment about Toyin Ayimaku?
Sure, go ahead.
Please. You know what? Please, you have a lot to do to all these young people. What I'm saying is this. We have a lot of people that sees all these actresses as a role model, but they don't seem to make sense as far as I'm concerned, because so far so good. Their life in film is not quite different from their life outside. So who are they role modeling? Are you getting it? So it's a big problem as far as I'm concerned. So I believe you can use this medium to pass a message across. Because mentoring or seeing somebody as a model or whatever, it goes a long way to mold their future. So
thank you so much. I think YK reinforced that all these social media blasting is not who we are. Yeah, as your celebrity, you have a responsibility, and we also have to respect the sacredness of marriage.
Sure.
You are in that marriage. Yes, maybe he cheated on you, maybe he did something. He has apologized. Solve it amongst yourself.
Yeah.
Don't show us who did. Don't bring it out on social media. That's not who we are. We respect the sanctity of marriage, in our society. Anyway, back
you're
to
a role model.
Yeah.
Do you mentor people?
A whole lot. I have, in fact, I intend to have a mentorship class sometime this year.
Okay.
I have over 50-something young men and women that have shown interest to be mentored, and from time to time I just give them one or two words and work to do to help them. My focus is helping people discover their life's vocation and
as
pursuit.
a pastor?
No, not as a pastor. And pursuit, you know, practically, so that they can be all that they are born to be, instead of what they just want to be.
So you don't pastor full time anymore, though?
No. I won't do full time because I know what God has called me to do. You know, but the kind of ministry that I know what I will do is unconventional. It's not the norm. You know,
There's a question for you on Twitter.
Yes, ma'am.
It says, good morning. Oh, what did your guest say about comedians using pastors in their comedy? Is it good or bad?
Well, in different light, I don't support comedians insulting pastors. But there's a way you get familiar with a particular man of God, and you both know you're familiar with yourselves. You could say things about what you experience, but not hitting below the belt. You know, I don't succumb to that. You know, respect should be given to them. Right, crack your jokes. There are a lot of things you can talk about. I was at an event, and one young comedian came up and was insulting the pastor. His shoe was. I was so furious. I walked up to the stage. I grabbed the mic off him. I said, "Get out of this place, because you're spoiling the name that we are trying to build."
True.
Because they will not have a mindset of we don't want you to come to our church because you come and insult us. But it is wrong. There are jokes out there you can talk. Good, healthy Christian jokes. I did a show in London last year. It's purely gospel. I Laugh in the Spirit comedy show, you know, and it was awesome. We didn't go. There are a lot of things. All the jokes we cracked were all biblical jokes, and they made sense. But we're not picking on people.
We need to round up very quickly. You know, so, what are you working towards? What should we expect from MCRB?
A whole lot. We're working on shows, events coming up.
Fantastic. That's good.
A lot of them. In fact, very soon we'll see some coming up shortly. And I don't want to say it so that you guys won't be.
We won't anticipate too much. Esther Sam, says on Twitter, just want to shout out to MC Abe. Love your jokes.
Thanks, appreciate.
So look out for your show soon, very soon, when we start hearing the publicity.
By God's grace.
And we'd like to come and support you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
When I'm said, I'll come give out some tickets
Okay, no
if you
problem.
guys.
I see the direct event.
That would be
Thank
nice.
you so much.
Thank you.
Someone
That would be
advertising
nice.
All right, that's all we can take on the show today. Have a fabulous weekend. See you again Monday. Bye-bye.